Hello, everybody. Welcome to Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University here on the west side of San Antonio. Mike Thompson here with you as a great rivalry and a great showdown coming up here with you. It's the Saints coming in to take here at home, their home opener. It's been almost a calendar year since we've seen them here in Maybe Gymnasium to take on the Pilots from LSU-Shreveport, Louisiana. These two teams played earlier this week on Saturday. Saints dropped a close one, 74-69 to the Pilots in this abbreviated COVID-19 season. Pilots coming in 10-0 on the year, 4-0 in conference play. Saints 1-2. Saints are not playing conference games this year. They both, the men and women's basketball teams and cheer squads, have opted out of NAIA postseason and Red River postseason championship contention because of COVID-19, allowing players to opt out and return next year to play as women's basketball this year right now for this game. An 8-player roster here to take on LSU Shreveport. LSU Shreveport again 10-0, 17-game winning streak for the Pilots. The last time they lost, February 13th at the Dock against your Saints, 105-103 in overtime. These two teams have played each other now 31 times overall. Saints with the all-time edge, 16-15 against LSU Shreveport. And again, the Pilots have won 2 straight, including the 74-69 victory on Saturday. Both coaches coming into this one. They're both sophomore coaches at the head coaching spot at their current schools. Matt Strickland, LSU Shreveport, 33-7 in his second season, and Stacy Stevens, the University of Texas all-time great, 27-8 here with the Saints in 2 seasons. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the start of this one. We're about 3.5 minutes away or so. As you are watching Saints basketball, we're back, folks, on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio. as a normally would be a Red River Athletic Conference matchup. Both members, but it will be a non-conference matchup here between the Saints and the Pilots. Saints have opted out of postseason play for the NAIA and the Red River this year, allowing seniors the opportunity to come back and return. The only senior that will be here is Zarina Shatry, and she is playing because she is due to graduate coming up here in May, the senior, and so she will be here along with her other teammates here, as we'll take a quick break for the national anthem. Well, first a prayer by Angeline Sanchez and the national anthem. And it's game time, folks. Starters for LSU-Shreveport, Taylor Jacob, number 1, number 4, Deaja Thompson, number 5, Angel Reese, number 12, Kiara Collins, number 32, Future Banks. For the Saints, Angeline Sanchez, number 10, Gabrielle Guzman, number 12, Zarina Shatry, number 23, Natalia Trevino, and number 34, Tiffany Lopez. Make sure you follow the Saints on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Use the hashtag OLLU Saints, and make sure you check out the website for all up-to-date information at www.ollusaintsathletics.com. And the season opener, home season opener for the Saints. As the Saints with control of it. Sanchez aside. And over to Guzman. Now Sanchez. Over to Chatri inside. And Zarina puts it up. And the Saints will take a 2-0 lead as a nice lob pass in to the senior. Move it around. Jacobs gets off over to the corner. Over there to Dobson. Back over to Jacobs. I'm sorry, over to Banks it was. Now over to Jacobs. Jacobs takes the screen from future Banks. It's around over to Thompson. Up top now. Shot clock down to 5. Banks inside. 3 on the shot clock from the post. No good. Rebound picked up. Offensive rebound underneath. Going back up with it and not able to get it to go. And the rebound picked up by Chatri. Back the other way. Looks ahead. Tiffany Lopez lays it up. 4-0 Saints lead it early on here. So Jacobs gets around over to Thompson. Thompson picked up by Guzman. Back around over to Jacobs. They're fighting Collins. Back to Jacobs. Jacobs in the corner. There's a round pass. Right side takes the screen from Banks. To Collins. Thompson goes along the baseline. Quick jumper. Got it. First points for the Pilots come with 8:34 left to go in the first quarter. De'Asha Thompson with that one. 4-2 Saints lead. Sanchez, right over to Guzman. Guzman spins away from Jacobs now. Around the post, back over to Sanchez. Sanchez looks over to Chatri. Chatri mishandles and picked up and back the other way come the Pilots. Reese with it. Reese goes up and a whistle on the foul as Natalia Trevino will pick up the foul. That's going to be her first personal. Team's first. So first shot coming up here for Reese is good. Reese coming into the game a 61% free throw shooter. Got them both. We're tied at 4 here. There's a little update on the score. Apologize for that. Guzman with it. Chatri, high arcing shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Thompson. Jacobs back the other way now. It's up top. Collins with it. From the baseline, back out Jacobs from the wing. 3-pointer, off the mark, no good. Rebound picked up by Angeline Sanchez. Sanchez ahead, over to Chatri. Chatri loses the handle, picked up by Thompson, back the other way, Jacobs. Jacobs looks ahead, and slipping on the floor there, Collins loses it. Turnover, back the other way now is Guzman. Guzman going to slow down, hands off over to Sanchez. Sanchez wing near side, inside, nice pass to Chatri. Foul, count the basket. And the foul is going to be on future Banks. That'll be her first, team's first. And so Chatri now will 4 points here for Chatri. So the senior heads to the line here. And good. 7-4, 3-point lead for the Saints here. 7:09 to go in the first quarter. Banks in the front court, tries to get over to Collins, picked up by Chatri, up ahead over to Trevino. Trevino, right past the defender, lays it up and in. And going to be a timeout here as Natalia Trevino gets her first points, and a timeout coming here for the Pilots. As Matt Stracklin will take a quick 30-second timeout. And while we do that, next broadcast, Saints Athletics coming up on Friday, baseball opening day. As they will take on the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma. Doubleheader Friday starting at noon. And then third game of that series coming up Saturday. That'll be a noon start time as well. And make sure you are with us for that. Just click the subscribe button down below for updates on Saints activities and Saints events that are live streaming. So 6:59 left to go here in this first quarter. The substitution is Bethany Broussard is checked in for the Pilots. She gets over to Jacobs. She came in for Banks. Collins back over to Jacobs. Jacobs there with Sanchez owner. Off to the side, Broussard. Broussard dribbles around, looks towards the inside, almost throws it away. Off to the corner. Thompson, three-pointer, wide open, got it. So that draws back to within 2 here. Thompson down with 5 points. Her and Zarina Shatry answers back the other way. Shatry down with 7 points. The Saints back up again. That's 11-7 the score. Ball lost. Back the other direction now. Goes the layup by Collins is good. Sanchez on the wing against Jacobs. Hands back around. It gets over to Lewis. Three-pointer in the corner. Got it. Angela Sanchez with the big three. And a 5-point lead here for the Saints at 14-9. Thompson finds Collins top of the key. Now over to Jacobs between the circles. Collins back over to Jacobs. Right side over to Thompson. Inside shot there. It's going to be a whistle and a foul as Angel Reese went up for the shot. And the foul is going to be called on Zarina Shatry. That'll be her first personal. So Tiffany Lopez is going to come out. And Miranda Villegas will check in. So 2 shots coming here for Reese. First shot. Got it. Reese is 63% free throw shooter on the season, averages just over 12 a game. And gets them both. (14-11). Saints with a 3-point advantage here. 5:15 left. Shot there off the mark by Villegas. Rebound picked up by Thompson. Over to Jacobs now. Jacobs guarded by Sanchez. Left side over to Collins. Back to Sanchez. Finding Thompson. Thompson off to the corner. They're slipping there. Collins able to keep control of the basketball. Back around. 10 on the shot clock here is Jacobs. So they're moving the ball, looking for open shots. Thompson gets an opening there. Puts up the three. Is good. Have to keep an eye on Thompson as she's got 8 points now. Game's high score. We're tied at 14. Inside Shatry puts it up and in. Zarina Shatry now 9 in the first quarter. She's now the game high score. Saints back up top 16-14. Jacobs crossing the front court, quickly trapped in some trouble. Ball taken away by Lewis. Lewis back the other way, going right for the basket, and underneath could be a whistle and a foul. 2 shots coming up here. So the foul coming up on Angel Reese. That's going to be her first, team's second. Substitutions coming in. Future Banks will check back into the game for the Pilots. Also coming in, Brittany Thompson will come in as well, as Collins and Broussard will check out. So Cormier Lewis with the first shot is good, with her first points of the game here. Lewis now 4 of 5 from the free throw line this season. And that one in and out, no good. So 1 and 2 for Lewis. Saints lead is at 17-14. Thompson gets over to Jacobs. Brittany Thompson back over to Jacobs. Find Diaja. Now back over to Brittany. Jacobs corner, whistle, and 3 seconds in the lead. as Angel Reese got caught in the lane there. Tiffany Lopez will check in. Zarina Shattery will come out. Gabby Guzman will check back in as well. 3:55 to go, quarter number one. Saints with a 17-14 lead, trying to break the Pilots' 17-game winning streak, which started after the Saints defeated them 105-103 last February. Sanchez inside the lane, goes up strong, looking for some contact, nothing there. Now on the floor, whistle, jump ball, and possession arrow belongs to the Pilots. So 3:32 left. Pilots trail by 3 here this first quarter. And stolen away, Tiffany Lopez. That pass lob, but she'll turn her way back the other direction. Now a whistle and a foul. As a hold going to be called on Tiffany Lopez. And so the foul, that'll be her first, team's third here. Thompson inbounds to Brittany Thompson. Back over Diaja. Diaja back around Brittany. Almost lost in the backcourt, able to keep it ahead. Future Banks, three-pointer wing, got it. And we're tied again. 17 all. First points for Banks. 3 minutes left to go, first quarter. Guzman. That was around. It's the ball over to Villegas. Villegas off the screen from Lopez. Over to Sanchez. Puts up a 3 over Banks. Short off the front iron. And the rebound sent out to Diaja Banks. To the corner. Collins, three-pointer. No good. And the rebound picked up by Angeline Sanchez. Sanchez. Back up, looking. Runner. Got it. Angeline Sanchez will give the lead back to the Saints. She has 5 now here in this first quarter. 19-17. Just across the timeline. Collins will slow it up over to Brittany Thompson. Thompson gets around. Thompson left open. 3. Got another one. And that'll give the Pilots a lead of 1. 11 points. Diaja Thompson. Sanchez gets around and call for a travel. Could not keep that pivot foot. And the turnover. So Broussard will check back in. It's going to be actually a timeout coming up here for the Saints. Will be a 30-second timeout. So 30-second timeout, 20-19. The score here. Leading scorers right now, LSU-Shreveport, 11 points, Diaja Thompson. And for the Saints, 9 points for Zarina Shattery in this one so far. Very good game so far, what you expect from these two teams. A little higher scoring, a little faster pace than it was in Shreveport. And we'll have to see. Both teams with short benches. We'll see how the pace works for these two teams in this one. Saints will not be in action again until February 4th when they play host to Jarvis Christian College. That'll be a 5 o'clock tip-off time, and that'll be our first time we get to see the men here at home this year who basically played a Division I schedule. Round over to Brittany Thompson. Gets some space, puts up a 3, no good. Rebound picked up by the Saints. There and Trevino up ahead as Lewis gets it to go. As Lewis, nice job to get that basket to go. She was going under the basket when she released it. And puts the Saints back up by 1. Broussard, baseline jumper, got it. Broussard's first points. 1:15 left to go, quarter number 1. Pilots by 1. Trying to get inside over to Lopez, taken away there by Collins. As Broussard got the hand in there to poke that away. Brittany Thompson off to the corner. 3-pointer, long and no good by Deasia Smith. Back the other direction now, Villegas. Villegas gets back out over to Guzman. Guzman, mid-range jumper, no good. Lopez grabs the rebound, puts it back up and in. So Tiffany Lopez with 4 points. Saints back up by 1. 32 seconds left to go here this first quarter. Brittany Thompson. Right over to Smith. Back to Thompson. Thompson looks inside. Future Banks goes up. Whistle, foul, count it. We'll see who the foul is on. So the foul's going to be on Tiffany Lopez. So Lopez is going to come out, picking up her second personal. Serena Chatry will check in. Angeline Sanchez will check back in as well. And Future Banks has 5 points, trying to make it 6 here from the line. She got it. 2-point lead for the Pilots. Shot clock is off. 16 seconds left to go. First quarter. Angeline Sanchez looks off the screen. Looks to the corner. Guzman, three-pointer for the lead. Got it. 1 point lead. 2 seconds left. Up to head. Brittany Thompson will throw it up at the buzzer. Got it. What a shot there. So the basket is good. And a 2-point lead for the Pilots, 28-26. We'll take a break. Be back with your second quarter in a minute. You're watching Saints basketball on the OLLU Saints Network. In case and welcome back. Saints trailing at 28-26 at the end of one. And a highly entertaining first quarter. Saints shooting 73% from the field, 60% shooting for the Pilots. Ball shot blocked there by Broussard. We'll stay with the Saints. 9:47 to go here. 9:47 to go here, second quarter. Sanchez with it. It's over to Lewis. 3-second violation called on Serena Chatry. Coach Stevens asking how you call a 3-second when she's outside the lane. So Smith, over to Collins, back over to Smith. Brittany Thompson who hit that long half-court three. At the end of it, goes in there. Collins, nice move, puts it up and in. So Collins with 4. And the Pilots extend their lead to 4. 30-26, 9:13 left to go here until halftime. Lewis, with a Sanchez. Sanchez, three from the wing, got it. Angeline Sanchez. As we have seen a improvement from 3 from her this year from a year ago in the few games we have seen from her. Smith right over to Brittany Thompson. Up top over Future Banks. Collins with it. 8 on the shot clock to the corner. Thompson, 3. No good. Rebound chipped away. Future Banks able to come away with it. Then goes up and strong and gets it. Future Banks will give a 3-point lead now. She has 8. Sanchez to Trevino. Inside Chatry again. They close in on her and gets it to go. And Zarina Chatry will get the Saints to within 1 now. She has 11. And Broussard will pick up the foul. Her first personal. Broussard and Jacobs will, and Smith will come out. Jacobs comes back in along with Reese. Can't hit the free throw, so still a Pilot lead at 32-31. Jacobs, backcourt. Sanchez gets around over to Thompson. To Guzman. It's ahead over to Banks. Jacobs. Collins, back over to Jacobs. Looks inside to Reese. Reese looks to go up strong. Can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around. Picked up by Banks. Again, Thompson, runner. Got it. And a foul is going to be on Zarina Chatry. So now both bigs with 2 fouls for the Saints.
The fouls on the Saints, number 12, Zarina Chatry.
So Zarina Chatry will stay in. Villegas will check back in. And Felicity Aguilar will check in for the Saints. 3-point lead, a chance to make it a 4-point lead again as Brittany Thompson gets it. So Lewis will check back in. Chatry will come out. So right now it's Villegas, Sanchez, Aguilar, Lewis, and Trevino for the Saints. Right over to Lewis. Lewis passes back out. Sanchez. Sanchez stops, puts up a long 2, got it. Angeline Sanchez. 10 points for Sanchez. The Saints trail by 2. Jacobs with it. Comes off the screen. Off to the corner there to Collins. Collins looks back over Thompson. Again back to Collins. Collins will mishandle and the turnover. And the chance for the Saints to tie it up or take the lead with a 3. So Angelina Sanchez brings the ball front court. To Trevino. Trevino, 3-pointer. Got it! And the Saints will take the lead back. Natalia Trevino with 5. Saints lead at 1 as we near 6.5 minutes to go until halftime. Jacobs. Gets around over to Thompson. Back over Jacobs. Jacobs looks, Thompson, 3-pointer again from that corner. Short on that one. Rebound tipped out. Future Banks, great job. And she fights to get those rebounds. And she got in there, and that one's going to be a whistle and a foul. That foul is going to be called on Natalia Trevino. So Gabby Guzman will come in as Collins will go to shoot free throws. So that's the second foul on Guzman. And we'll miss the first shot there for Collins. Collins comes in 56% from the free throw line this year, 9 points a game. And misses both. Aguilar with the rebound. Saints with a 1-point lead, 6:12 left to go until halftime. Sanchez to Guzman. Guzman hands over to Villegas. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez, Aguilar. Aguilar, inside ball knocked away for a moment. Back out Villegas to Lewis. Lewis darts for the basket, goes in strong, doesn't get it. Aguilar follows back up with the rebound and the two. So Felicity Aguilar will give the Saints a 3-point lead here, 5:40. And the Saints just moving the ball around, being patient. Some great passing. And we saw a lot of great passing against the Pilots on Saturday. And the ball knocked away, stolen there by Aguilar. Aguilar over to Sanchez. Sanchez, three-pointer, no good. And the rebound picked up by Collins. So Brittany Thompson now will slowly bring it up. 5:10 left to go till halftime. Collins. Inside over to Reese. Reese uses an elbow offensive foul as she shoved off with the left hand. Oh. So actually the foul's going to be on Future Banks, which is bad. That was really bad because the foul was actually on Reese. Good for the Saints, bad for the Pilots. So it's going to be a timeout called. So full timeout's going to be called by the Saints here, but we're going to find out here who the foul was on. And we'll let you know that here in a moment. So we'll take a break. You're watching Saints basketball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Excuse me, pardon me. Yeah, the foul was corrected. It was Angel Reese. Picks up her first, 13 foul. Make sure you follow the Saints on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Use the hashtag OLLU Saints and check out the website for more information on upcoming events at www.ollusaintsathletics.com. Make sure you click the subscribe button below. Angela Sanchez over to Lewis. Lewis inside the lane, now comes back out with it. That's a travel. So Pilots ball. As the Saints one senior, two juniors, and sophomores and freshmen make up the players on this team right now. And the shot there is up and good. Future Banks. And I think they played very, very well. 10 points for Banks. They're giving an undefeated Pilots team a run for their money. They gave it on Saturday and doing it right now again here today. Runner in the lane. Sanchez is good. Angeline Sanchez, 12 points. Game high. Brittany Thompson over to Future Banks. There, Broussard. Short jumper, in and out, no good. Aguilar with the rebound. Across there, over to Villegas. Three-pointer wing. Got a piece of it there by Thompson. Future Banks over to Thompson. 2-0. Aguilar going up. Lets her put it up and in. So Brittany Thompson has 8 points. 40-39, Saints by 1. 3:30 left to go till halftime. Lewis, inside, goes up, whistle foul. Is it on Broussard or is it on Thompson? We'll see. It'll be on Broussard. So that's a fourth team foul. Lewis will go to the line where she's 1 of 2 today. Broussard picks up her second. Aguilar will come out. Natalia Trevino will come in. Chatry will come in. And Guzman will come out. Actually, not Guzman coming out. It's going to be Villegas coming out. So Jacobs comes in. Broussard will come out with her second foul. So first of 2 free throws coming here. It's good. Got them both. 3-point Saints lead. Lewis has 5 now. 3:23 left to go until halftime. It's Jacobs across the timeline. Guarded by Sanchez. It's over to Thompson up top. Thompson now looks. Banks from the free throw line. Shot off the back iron. No good. Rebound picked up. Angeline Sanchez. Sanchez ahead of the front court. It's across. Lewis, three-pointer. No good. Well off the mark. Rebound picked up by Thompson. Back the other way. Jacobs. Jacobs with the ball. Gets around. Under 3 minutes now to go until halftime. Collins over to Thompson. Thompson gets past Trevino. Dishes off to Banks. Nice pass. Nice layup. Banks with 12 points. And the Pilots draw back to within 1. 42-41, 3:34 left until halftime. Angeline Sanchez on the right wing near side, guarded by Thompson up top. Trevino inside the free throw line, takes a shot off the mark. Nice defense there from Brittany Thompson. Rebound was picked up by Collins. Now back the other way is Jacobs. Jacobs to the front court, right side over to Brittany Thompson. Thompson over to Collins. Deaja Thompson. Back over to Jacobs. Corner, Brittany Thompson. Tries to get inside, does. Finds future Banks. Nice pass. Made it to where nobody else could get it. And the Pilots will take the lead back by 1 here, 43-42. 14 points, game high for future Banks. Sanchez with it, right wing. Looks inside, Chatry. All kinds of contact, nothing called. Back out Guzman. Three-pointer, in and out, no good. Sanchez follows up and in. So Angeline Sanchez will give the Saints a lead back at 44-43. She has 14 points now. Deaja Thompson back around over to Jacobs. Jacobs finds future Banks. Banks goes along the baseline, gets through defenders, and puts the shot up and good. Pilots back up by 1. 16 for Banks. Hands over to Guzman. Guzman to Trevino. Under a minute. Whistle foul now. That'll be 5 team fouls on the Pilots. And Angeline Sanchez will go to the line to shoot 2. Sanchez, the sophomore from Cibolo, Texas, just northeast of San Antonio on the way to Austin. Still high school grad. We'll go to the line. A 63% free throw shooter on the season. Averaging 12 a game this year, already passed her average. The first shot is good. And we're tied at 45 with 57.5 seconds left. Got them both. Saints with the lead by 1. 16 for Sanchez. Jacobs back around over to Collins. Looks over to Thompson. Deaja Thompson. Back around. Jacobs with it. 15 on the shot clock, 41 on the game clock. Off to the corner. Thompson, three-pointer by herself, got it. And back up are the Pilots. 2-point lead, 25 seconds. Ball tipped around and down goes. And a foul is going to be on Brittany Thompson as she took the legs out from Miranda Villegas. And that was a scary moment for both players there. But everyone's up. It seems to be okay. So Miranda Villegas scoreless today. Only saying who hasn't scored with a chance to score here. Chance to tie it up with 22.6 seconds. First shot is good. And Coach Matt Strickland gets a warning from the officials. Second shot, got it. So every Saint has scored now, and we're tied at 48. Collins back around over to Jacobs. Jacobs back over to Collins. Cross into the front court. Jacobs with it. 10 seconds left. Thompson with it. Up top, Banks. Over to Thompson. Thompson with 3 seconds. Back out to the corner. 1 second. Throws off an awkward shot. Not what they were looking for, I'm pretty sure. And Matt Strickland is not happy at all with his players right now. We're going to take a break. We'll get some stats for you here in just a moment. 48-48, and a great one going on here at Mabee Gymnasium. You're watching Saints basketball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University, the west side of San Antonio. 48-48 as we get ready to start the third quarter here, about a minute or so away. And 48-48 the score. Both teams shooting very well in the game. Saints at 62% from the field, 18-29. Pilots 18 of 30 at 60%. Three-point shooting, Saints are 4 of 10. Pilots 6 of 12. Free throws right now, Saints 8 of 10, and the Pilots 6 of 8. Rebounding edge, dead even, 13 apiece. 4 offensive rebounds a team, 9 defensive a team. Assist, 11 for the Pilots, 10 for the Saints. Saints with 5 steals, 4 for the Pilots. Turnovers, 8 for the Pilots, 7 for the Saints. No blocks on either side, even though there should have been, because Broussard had a block on one end. I remember that. Scoring leaders right now, Future Banks with 18 points. Here in the game they have her. And 16 points, Angeline Sanchez. Every Saint has scored at least a bucket today. Bench scoring in favor of the Pilots at 11-7. Second chance points in favor of the Saints at 6-4. Points off turnovers favor the Saints right now 9-8. In other words, it's a dead even game, folks. 48-48 as we ready for this third quarter to start. As the Saints want to end the Pilots' 17-game winning streak and give them their first blemish on the season. Not a conference game. Future Banks, 15-footer good. Banks keeps it going. And the lead for the Pilots now. Third quarter is when things change drastically. On Saturday, where Stephanie Lopez picks up her 6th point of the game, and we're tied at 50. The third quarter in Shreveport on Saturday is when the Pilots were able to get a lead and hold on to it. Future Banks goes in there. And back-to-back points for Banks. 22. Pilots by 2. And a turnover back the other way now. 9 turnovers each. As Reese gets over to Jacobs. It's a route over to Jacobs. Finds Thompson. Back over to Jacobs between the circles. Over to Collins. Collins from the baseline. 10 on the shot clock. Three-pointer corner in and out. No good. And shot off the mark there for Reese. Sanchez goes in. Got it. Angelina Sanchez. 18 points for the sophomore. And we're tied at 52. Thompson. Up top, Jacobs now. 8:16 left to go, third quarter. It's around over to Collins. To the corner, over to Thompson. Looks inside over to Reese. Reese goes up. In and out, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in. So Angel Reese now with 6. Sanchez hands off over to Guzman. Guzman to Trevino. Natalia Trevino. That's back inside towards the lane. Comes back with it. And gets that one to rattle home and good. And she changed directions. At 54-54, the score here. 7 points for Trevino. Up top's there, Collins. Asia Thompson's 3, no good, and the rebound picked up by Trevino. Trevino pushing the ball ahead. Inside, nice pass. Tiffany Lopez misses it, and the rebound picked up by Reese. Tiffany Lopez usually sure-handed on those plays inside. Off the mark on that one, which would have given the Saints the lead. Thompson, back out. Collins, three-pointer by herself. No good. Rebounds picked up by Trevino. Saints running up ahead. Finds Chatry. Chatry goes up. Can't get it. Trevino shot's blocked out of bounds. Saints basketball. So Lewis will check in. Guzman will come out. Camille Lewis, freshman. Pass off to the corner over to Chatry. Steps up. Long two. Got it. And then lead back to the Saints. It's going to be a timeout called by the Saints. Be a 30-second timeout. As they're into Chatry now, 13 points. Give the Saints a lead back here. As the Saints now will be left with 3 timeouts here. The 2-point lead, 6:43 left to go in the game, or in this third quarter. The Saints come out a little more active here in this third quarter than they did in Shreveport. Been able to done a great job all day hanging with the Pilots out of LSU Shreveport. As we'll get ready to get back to action here. Left side over to Thompson. Pilots receiving votes in the latest top 25 coaches poll. Looking, and going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to the Saints. So the Saints a chance to get a little more space between them as Brittany Thompson will check back in. Taylor Jacobs will come out. So Angeline Sanchez, right side there. Thompson on her. Finds Trevino. Trevino up top, back around over to Lewis. Lewis on the wing, far side. Finds Lopez. Lopez has her pocket picked. And it would be a whistle and a foul. Be her third personal foul. It's Brittany Thompson. Smartly there, just kind of stayed where she was. She knew she was off balance, and she just waited for Tiffany Lopez to bump into her. And picks up the foul. Third personal. Lopez, that'll hurt. And probably will not see her again until the fourth quarter. So Villegas will check in. Ball tipped by Sanchez, but able to picked up by Banks. Off to the corner, Thompson. Thompson kicks back over, finds Reese. Reese inside, goes up strong, gets it to go. As Angel Reese will tie it up. Villegas looks inside Chatry, trying to get there. Chatry able to come back up with it. Kicks out Lewis. Three-pointer, no good. Now the rebound picked up by Thompson. DeAndre Thompson got it. Now Brittany Thompson with it. 5.5 minutes to go, third quarter. 56-56 our score. Inside shot, whistle, and a foul. It's called on Serena Chatry. That'll be her third personal. Second team foul. So 5:22 left to go here in the third quarter. Broussard will come in. Future Banks will come out. So Reese at the line to shoot free throws. As Deasia Smith has checked in as well. As Collins will come out. First shot. Got it. The Pilots will take the lead back by one here. Second shot here for Reese. Got them both. 2-point Pilot lead. Angel Reese in double figures. She has 10. One of 4 Pilots in double figures. Angeline Sanchez over to Chatry. Serena gets out over to Trevino. Trevino back over to Sanchez. Sanchez looking. Tries to get inside over to Chatry. Picked up by Villegas and shot blocked there by DeAndre Thompson. Picks up the block shot. I think that's her second block of the half here. 5:04 left to go here in the third quarter. Chatry baseline. Goes up. Too hard. Followed back up and in by Trevino is good. So Natalia Trevino will tie it up. She's got 9. And the Saints and Pilots tied at 58. Lopez getting ready to check back in with 3 fouls, so she will come back in. Kind of limited with options with just 8 players. Off the mark there. Rebound followed back up by Reese is good. 12 points for Angel Reese. There's the Saints again. 8 players have opted out of the season this year. Will play next year without losing eligibility. And that's a travel. That'll be a turnover. So a lot of youth out here for the Saints. Stephanie Lopez will come in. Zarina Chatry will come out. 2-point lead for the Pilots here. And this young group, who probably wouldn't have seen a lot of playing time, and the full squad is getting a lot of great experience. And they're giving the Pilots of LSU-Shreveport all they can handle at the moment. Kicks back out over to Brittany Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Ball stripped away from her. Out of bounds, stays with the Pilots. 4 on the shot clock. Nice job to reach and get a hand in there to knock the ball away. 4 on the shot clock. So Future Banks will check in. Reese will come out. Reese has got 12 points now. Will take the seat. Back out. Thompson, 3. No good. Rebound tipped up in the air. Tipped around. Picked up right there over to Smith. Smith is whistled. And the foul is going to be called on Angeline Sanchez. So Sanchez picks up her first personal 13 foul. So Deasia Smith will miss the free throw there. Second shot coming up here. Got them both. Oh, I got one of 2, sorry. So Smith now with her first point. 3-point lead for the Pilots, 3:47 to go. Trevino goes strong, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Trevino. So 4 team fouls now for the Saints here in the third quarter. None called on the Pilots. Smith. Thompson with it. Wing near side. 3:19. 5 on the shot clock. Smith. Smith back out. Thompson 3-pointer. Got it. That 6-point lead. And a timeout called. The timeout called by the Pilots here. That's Coach Stacy Stevens still in the ear of the official down there. Asking about fouls on the other end. Asking with the foul count at 4-0 right now. As consistency has not been the officials' best point here today, as Matt Strickland had the same issue in the second quarter with a inconsistent sort of foul calls in the second quarter after a pretty well called first quarter. And now we're in the third quarter. Again, the inconsistency showing for the officials on the other side. So both teams with equal argument of issues with the officiating here the last 2 quarters. 3:10 left to go, third quarter. Over to Sanchez. Angeline Sanchez down the front court. Stacey Stevens still barking at the official. As Lewis spins away, inside the lane, ball lost, grabs it back up in the air. Over to Lopez, got it. Tiffany Lopez with the bucket will get the Saints back to within 4. 8 points now for Tiffany Lopez. Thompson gets around. Over to Thompson, back over to Smith. Inside Broussard. Broussard lays it up and in. 6-point lead again. Broussard picking up 4 points now. Back out, trying to get to Guzman. Throws it behind her. And the turnover back to the Pilots the other way. 2:29 to go third quarter. Pilots have done a very good job of slowing the game down here. An official timeout. Some moisture on the floor. So at 2:24 left. Quick reminder, Friday will be opening day baseball. Doubleheader out of Missions Baseball Academy. No fans allowed. But we will have it broadcast for you. All three games of the three-game series against the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma. Doubleheader on Friday starting at noon. And then again Saturday at noon. Make sure you click the subscribe button down below to get updates and alerts when the game starts so you can watch Saints baseball. A lot of high expectations for the team coming in this season for Coach Brian Ogney and company. With a lot of hopes from last year that went away because of COVID. So Brittany Thompson comes around the screen. Over to Broussard. 15 on the shot clock. The ball knocked away there by Villegas. 11 on the shot clock. 2:11 left to go third quarter. Saints trail by 6. Saints don't want to get too far behind here. Even though you still 12 minutes to go in the game. Back out, three-pointer Thompson. Air ball and short. Broussard tries to save it. That's a shot clock violation. Although they could have let it go, I thought it was a change of possession after they already had it. But they'll start it off here. Saints trail by 6. 1:52 left to go third quarter. Sanchez in the front court. Off the screen there for Lopez to the corner there. Villegas three-pointer. No good. Guzman comes away with it. Out of bounds, going to be Pilots basketball. So Thompson as Jacobs with it. Thompson all the way across to Brittany Thompson. Hands off to Jacobs, back over. Thompson three-pointer. That time it's good. 9-point lead here. Back out Villegas. Inside the lane, and going to be a whistle and a foul on the Pilots. Comes with 1:04 left to go in the third. First foul on the Pilots. So Taylor Jacob picks up the foul. That's her first personal. Fouls on the floor. So Villegas, Sanchez, Trevino, Lewis, and Lopez on the floor for the Saints. Up top over to Lewis. Lewis got through defenders. Nice job. Whistle foul. And the foul's on Future Banks. Second team foul here. So Banks picks up her second. So Lewis back at the line to get here. And going to be off the mark on the first one. 3 of 5 for the line today for the freshman. From Houston. Second shot. Off the mark as well. The rebound picked up by Reese. Under a minute here. 52 seconds left to go third quarter. Thompson with it. Goes in there. Caught off her feet there nicely over to Reese. Jacobs with it. Jacobs with it. 10 on the shot clock. All the way across over to Thompson. Saints a good job of staying in front of people. Back out over to Brittany Thompson. Taylor Jacobs three, in and out, no good. Lopez grabs the rebound. Back the other way. Under 30 seconds, shot clock is off. As Sanchez tried to pass there, and now it's going to be a foul. Angeline Sanchez, that'll be, put the Saints at team foul number 5. Her second personal. And Sue at the line now to shoot free throws. So Brittany Thompson here, who has 14 points, will miss the first. Second shot coming for Brittany Thompson, who's an 82% free throw shooter coming into today. She was 9 of 11 from the free throw line prior to today's game. Second shot, got it, 1 of 2. That'll give the Pilots a 3 or a 10-point lead. Their largest first double-digit lead by either team. 20.7 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Trevino inside as Brittany Thompson, possibly an award-winning performance there with that one. No call as Taylor Jacobs 3 off the mark, and that'll do it into the third quarter. We will head to the fourth quarter. Saints trail by 10, 70-60 to LSU-Shreveport. Be back in a moment. You're watching Saints basketball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Fourth quarter. Saints trailing 70-60 here as Future Banks gets out over to Thompson. Whistle. 3 seconds in the lane. It's Reese. Second time Reese has been called on that today. And the turnover picked up there by the Pilots. That is the 9th turnover for the Pilots. First turnover, it looks like, since halftime. As Natalia Trevino with the 2. As the Saints answer first here in the fourth quarter. Trailing by 8. 9:27 left to go. Ball thrown away, back-to-back turnovers for the Pilots. And the Saints with a chance to cut into this deficit a little bit more here. Angeline Sanchez hands off over to Trevino. Trevino inside the lane, kicks out Sanchez. Three-pointer wing, no good. And the rebound picked up by Jaja Thompson. Brittany Thompson inside Reese. Reese goes up too hard, no good. Future Banks fighting for the rebound and gets it and goes back up with it. And a foul. It's going to be on Tiffany Lopez. Will be her 4th personal foul. That'll bring Lewis. Will bring Lewis back off the bench. Nothing to argue with that one. Was a foul, and that was just because giving up the position as Future Banks weaved her way through the bigs, who just kind of let her get in there. He's going to miss the free throw. 24 for Future Banks. 10-point lead for the Pilots, 72-62. Saints need to get a run going here with 8:41 left to go, fourth quarter. Trevino inside the lane looking for some help. Goes up, Sanchez fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul is going to be on Taylor Jacobs. That'll be her second, team's first. So Kiara Collins will come in for Jacobs, who goes out. Sanchez at the line. Sanchez, 18 points, had 16 at halftime. Just 2 in the third quarter. A good job by the Pilots to shut her down in the third quarter. Second shot coming up here. And free throws started to be a problem here for the Saints. As the legs may start being an issue here. Back out over to Future Banks. Thompson back around to Brittany Thompson. Collins. Vegas in front of her. Back out. Inside and going to be so the foul is going to be called on Angeline Sanchez, who picks up her second team foul now. So Brittany Thompson inbound with 8 on the new shot clock, 30 seconds. Thompson corner back out to Collins. Thompson on the wing, inside Banks. Gets inside, ball knocked away and not able to hold on to it. Stays with the Pilots. So this again, opportunity there for the Saints, just not able to get a clean hold of the ball in possession. And so it's going to be 8:01 left to go. Fourth quarter, 21 on the shot clock. Saints trailing by 9. So Saints basketball now. And empty possession there for the Pilots. Saints need to take advantage of those empty possessions. They haven't so far here in the fourth quarter. They're just cutting into the deficit barely just by 1 point so far. Lewis goes in, foul, and the foul's going to be on Thompson. Deja Thompson picks up her second personal. So Lewis at the line, who missed her last 2 attempts at the free throw line. Lewis has started off strong, 5 points. Has not scored so far here in this half. Now she gets on the board there. Second shot, got him. Saints trail by 7. Cormia Lewis now with 7 points. Trapping him, gets over there and just across the line. Thompson over to Collins. Reese from the baseline, got it. Pilots a good job of finding the open player. It's Collins that time, she has 6. Back over to Lewis, 3-pointer. Won't go, and the rebound tipped out over to Future Banks. Banks slowing it up, bringing it into the front court. Future Banks, 3 off the front iron, no good, and rebound tipped right over. And again, bounces going out there, and the rebounds going to the Pilots, and Future Banks, actually Collins, gets that one. And back to double digits, 11-point lead. Chatry is going to be fouled by Reese. Angel Reese picks up her third team foul. Vegas comes out. Gabby Guzman comes back in. Gabrielle Guzman will check back in. First shot for Chatry, who has not scored since the first half, now has 14. Second shot. So Chatry with 15 now. Crossover Thompson. Thompson loses the ball out of bounds. It'll be Saints basketball on the turnover. After going without a turnover in that third quarter, Pilots now 4 here in this fourth quarter. Saints just have not been able to capitalize yet. Chatry inside will lose it. And just kind of gave up on the play there. The Pilots did not. Brittany Thompson with it. Round over to Thompson. That's Future Banks. Round over to Collins. 15 shot clock. Banks looks back over. Brittany Thompson fakes the pass, puts up a 3, won't go. And again, Future Banks able to find a way through there. She's got 26 points. And back to an 11-point lead now. Sanchez around over to Guzman. Lewis with it, looks inside to Chatry, and that's 3 seconds in the lane. And so Thompson around over to Collins, back over to Brittany Thompson with it. 5:22 left to go, fourth quarter. Pilots with an 11-point lead on the Saints. Looking to tie the all-time series at 16 apiece. And 3 in a row. And ball knocked away, turnover, back the other way, Lewis now. Lewis on the run, going towards the basket, kicks out. Sanchez, three-pointer, no good. And the Saints were shooting well from 3, 40% at halftime, not able to hit anything here in the second half. A shot off the mark, out of bounds, Saints basketball. Saints were 4 of 10 from 3 in the first half, and they are 0 for 5 here in the second half from beyond the arc. Timeout called there by the Pilots. Leave them with 3 timeouts. Both teams with 3 timeouts. 4:47 left to play in this one. 78-67 the score. Next time we're going to see basketball here, it's going to be on February the 4th when we host Jarvis Christian. Women will play at 5 o'clock against Jarvis Christian. Men will be at 7 o'clock against the Bulldogs. Softball. I have a tournament coming up on February 5th, 6th, and 7th. Starting off on the 5th at 9 a.m., Saints will host Ottawa. We'll have all the games in that. Ottawa out of Arizona, that is. The teams playing will be the Saints, Ottawa out of Arizona, University of Houston, Victoria, Bellevue out of Nebraska. And we'll have games, 8 games over 3 days for you there. All of them broadcast right here on the website, or actually on the YouTube channel. And for more information, visit the website at www.OLLUSaintsathletics.com. Back underway we go here. It's Angelina Sanchez, 4:44 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Over to Lopez off the screen. Trevino with it. Trevino back over. Lewis, 3, got it. Big time 3. Needed 1, got it. So Lewis will draw the Saints back to within 8 now, as she is in double figures with 10. One of 4 Saints in double figures. Brittany Thompson passes off over to Reese, as Reese snuck underneath Lewis there to get back a 10-point advantage for the Pilots. Reese with 14. 4 players for the Pilots with at least 14 points. And Gabby Guzman with a 3. So the Saints finding their stroke from 3 right now. They had 6 points there for Guzman. Collins around over to Thompson. 3:40 left to go here in the fourth. Saints trail by 7. Inside, Future Banks goes in through defenders. Got it. There's just nothing you can do with that. Nothing. Saints trail by 9. 28 for Future Banks. 3, Sanchez. No good. And the rebound picked up there for Thompson. Future Banks, 28 points, 8 rebounds here in the game. 3:03 left to play. Saints have to get a stop here. And not going to do it there as Trevino will be called for the foul. Future Banks with 30. We'll go to the line to try and shoot the and one. So Trevino picks up her 4th personal foul. So Future Banks hit the line to shoot. And no good. Rebound picked up by Trevino. Trevino looking. Back out over to Lewis. Lewis right at the basket. Goes up strong. Can't get it to go. Tiffany Lopez had the rebound for a second. And Reese able to get it away. Hands off the other side. Goes up. No good. And again, rebound for Reese. Can't get it to go. And Trevino with the rebound. Trevino inside. Sweep through. Little scoop shot won't go, but a foul. 2 shots coming up. So the foul will be on Brittany Thompson. That is going to be her first. Team's 4th. So Talia Trevino at the line. So Trevino with 11 going to the line here. Trying to get the deficit under 10 here. 2:25 left. Still no word on any type of rescheduling, if there will be any rescheduling between the men and LSU-Shreveport. Right now postponed due to COVID situations here with Shreveport right now in quarantine. And hope to get that game. Always fun between these teams playing. But again, the Saints opting out on men's and women's basketball and cheer. Not part of conference championships or NAIA championships this year. Allowing seniors to be able to come back next year. Hopefully be able to play a full regular season and get some normalcy back to us, which we all need. Saints just opting out because not worried about the testing for some out there. Saints, right now, the policy of the athletic department only playing teams that test regularly. And so the other team right now, on the schedule for us is Jarvis Christian College. It's already a year where things have changed a bit as Houston Tillotson, Wiley College, Texas College, Paul Quinn all opting out for the year. And we'll just play next year. That mark off there. The rebound picked up by the Saints, trailing by 9 here. About 2 minutes and a 3. Got it. 3 ball for Natalia Trevino with the 3. We'll get the Saints back to within 6 there. .16 for Trevino. Thompson inside, goes strong in the basket. Can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around. Going to be Saints basketball. 1:35 left, trailing by 6. Lewis is going to come in. Tiffany Lopez is going to come out. So switching offense for defense here. The Saints looking for some shooters out there. Trevino steps over, was thinking about shooting, hold on to it here in a bit. 21-22, tried to get inside the shot tree, and away it's going to stay. Saints basketball. Trevino out over to Sanchez. Sanchez with 10 on the shot clock. Chatry puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. And a rebound for Reese. So Thompson holding on to it. 1 minute left. 6-point lead here. Collins puts up the shot. No good. And the rebound. Lewis as Trevino with it. So Trevino. It's over to Sanchez. 30 on the shot clock. Sanchez goes in, bumps, foul, count it. So Angeline Sanchez picks it up. Saints trail by 4 here. 28.2 is Angeline Sanchez now with 21 points. Goes to the line trying to make it a 3-point game. As Coach Matt Strickland still talking about a play earlier where the officials say it went off of a Pilot player. They gave Saints possession again. Saints didn't capitalize on it. 3-point play will make it a 3-point game. 2 points. 22 points now for Angelina Sanchez. 28.2 seconds left to go. 84-81. Pilots with the lead. Timeout coming from the Saints here. That'll leave the Saints with 2 timeouts. Pilots still with 3. 74-69 was the score on Saturday in Shreveport. It was a close game there as well. This one close. There's a timeout here from Coach Stacey Stevens. Angeline Sanchez, 22 points to lead the Saints in scoring. Future Banks, 32 points for the Pilots. Every time the Pilots have needed a big play, she's been there. Especially rebounding-wise, able to get in there, get offensive rebounds. Future Banks, another big game against the Saints, 30 here tonight, this afternoon. Banks is going to be whistling a foul. Foul's on Lewis. That'll be 14 fouls, so the Saints still needed one more foul to send the Pilots to the free throw line. And Banks was the one you want. You need to foul her. She's the one you want to foul. And they will, and Future Banks will go to the line. So Future Banks going to the line. Actually, not the one you want to foul, as I was looking at wrong player there. She's 77% on the year coming in, averaging 18.4. She has missed a free throw today. She missed a couple of free throws today, but that one will roll in for her and make it a 2-possession game with 24.6 seconds left. And that one is off. 4-point game and a timeout as the Saints will call there for the Saints. That'll leave them with 1 as they will advance the ball to midcourt. And now Matt Strickland complaining about the timeout now being called. Okay, so the timeout going to be called. It's going to be full timeout, I think. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Saints basketball, the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. 85-81. Matt Strickland wanting the ball to be taken out in the backcourt was what he wanted, with the Saints able to advance it. Trevino, three-pointer, got it! Free ball for Trevino. Back to within one. Need to foul, they will foul. That's going to be 4 fouls on Angelina Sanchez. 14.2 seconds left. Natalia Trevino, 19 points. And that'll draw the Saints to within one here with 14.2 seconds left. And the Saints looked dead in the water just 4 minutes ago, even 2 minutes ago. Back to within one here. And off the mark by Collins as Collins misses the free throw there. Second shot coming here for Collins. It's Collins, a 56% free throw shooter. Hits 1 of 2. Two-point lead here. Sanchez whistled and fouled. And Collins, and that'll send Angelina Sanchez to the line to tie it with 7.6 seconds left. So Matt Strickland wants a timeout as soon as she's done here. And first free throw here for Angelina Sanchez is off the mark on the first one. And that miss was big. Second shot, missed them both. So another foul. That's going to be 5 fouls on Angelina Sanchez. So Sanchez is going to foul out with 22 points with 6.7 seconds left. And so 2 shots here for Collins. Collins, a 56% free throw shooter, was 1 of 2 last time up. And off the mark on that one. Still a chance here. So expect the Saints, I believe 1 timeout left. So if there's a miss, could be a timeout to advance it. We'll wait and see here. Missed it both. 5 seconds. Guzman in the front court. Three-pointer at the buzzer, and shot's going to be blocked. And that's going to do it. And that will do it. The Pilots will survive. The Pilots will survive with a three-pointer block shot there for Natalia Trevino. Well, actually, I'm sorry, Villegas, I think, was taking that one. And blocked there at the end. Good job there for the Pilots. Congratulations to them on the victory. Tough loss for the Saints here. Dropped to 1-3 on the season. Just 1 game left now on the season for the Saints against Jarvis Christian on the 4th of February. 5 o'clock start time for that one. Right now scheduled, that's the only game left on the season. Still trying to find opponents. Very hard, very difficult. It's been very hard and difficult for the men as they play basically a D1 schedule. So the Saints with a chance at the end, falling just short to the Pilots. And final score here in this one, 86-84. And so, leading scorer in the game, 30 points for Future Banks. For the Pilots, for the Saints, 22 points, Angelina Sanchez, 19 points for Natalia Trevino. 15 points for Zarina Shatley, 10 points for Crimea Lewis. 8 points, Tiffany Lopez. 6 points for Gabby Guzman. 2 points apiece for Felicity Aguilar and Miranda Villegas. And again, Saints dropped to 1-3 now on the year. 1 game scheduled still to play this year on February 4th against Jarvis Christian. 5 o'clock start time. It'll be a doubleheader. Women at 5, men's basketball, their one and only home game right now. It looks like it's going to be, unless they can find a way to reschedule the matchup with LSU-Shreveport. It's coming up on the 4th at 7 o'clock start time there. 86-84 the final. Next broadcast, Saints Athletics, is coming up on Friday and Saturday. 3-game series. Baseball season opener coming with a doubleheader on Friday starting at noon as they will take on the University of Science and Arts out of Oklahoma. 12 o'clock, and then probably about 2:30 or so the start time of game number 2. Game 3 on Saturday, a noon start time there as well. And that's what we have coming up. Make sure you follow the Saints on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Use the hashtag OLLU Saints. Check out the website for more information at www.ollusaintsathletics.com. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below. So again, final score. Pilots come away with this one, 86-84 over the Saints. You've been watching Saints basketball on the OLLU Saints Network. So long, everybody.